Welcome to a beautiful mid-November day here on the shores of Lake Ontario in Whitby. Perfect sailing weather. The only problem is that all of the boats look like that. So I'm here to do a little bit of futzing around, but I thought I would just talk about the differences in coverings that you can do for the winter, because I'm trying something new this year, and that is so historically with Southern Cross I shrink wrap it every year, but I wanted to try something new with boomerang, so I'm trying that now. With Southern Cross, sticking tried and true. So let me show you what that looks like. Here she is here. So this is just your bog standard shrink wrap job. I didn't do it too tight this year because hopefully the new owner, and maybe you'd like to be that new owner, the new owner will benefit from being able to use that for a second season. But I'll go up and I'll show you what it looks like with the shrink wrap. One thing I did want to just demonstrate here is flat-footed. That there is the rub rail. So on land, I can reach the entirety of the top sides on this boat, and I only need the ladder really on the aft ends here to get up tall. But even if I jump, I can reach over the rub rail. Not so much on boomerang. All right, let's show you what it looks like in here. Now, if you've watched any of my videos from years gone by of doing winter work, you'll be familiar with this scene. But what I wanted to just point out, and sorry for the noise, it's windy today, is just how bright and nice it is in here. Especially with this frame that a friend of mine here at the club made, and he's sold this model of frame to a bunch of different people here. He makes these brackets on his CNC. So this is I don't know what that is, 1/4 inch, even thinner maybe, marine ply, and then you can just cut the lengths to fit, and you have a beautiful reusable frame every year. Perfectly bright and nice, and it's actually quite warm in here compared to outside. It's noisy because the plastic is rattling, of course. If I had shrunk the roof, it'd be tighter and it wouldn't be as noisy, but again, maybe they want to reuse it. So let's take a look at boomerang and see the difference with my makeshift first try at a tarp. So by comparison, let's take a look at Southern Cross. This is a tarp. It's a heavy duty tarp I bought from a place called Uline. So it's a 12 mil tarp. It is slightly heavier duty than your hardware store stuff. I bought it so it was just big enough. So the boat is 35 feet long by 11 and a bit wide, and this tarp is 40 feet long by 20. So as you can see, it sort of just covers, and it kind of gets worse towards the back. And in fact, doesn't go all the way around, so I had to jimmy this cheap tarp just to close it in. You can also see the spider web of line I've got tying it down. Oh, I also want to just, for comparison's sake, so if I stand flat-footed and I reach to the top, I can almost reach the water line compared to the rub rail. So this boat boat is much taller. It's way up there. So what did I do this for? This is the problem. This is the problem. You can see too here how deep into the water I went. There's a nice gouge, or deep into the mud, I mean, when I got hauled out. Oh yeah, I hit ground pretty good because it was just too shallow for this boat where they were pulling me out. But despite my protest, I was locked into that spot, so that's what I did. Anyway, let's take a look upstairs and see what the differences are. Welcome to the Thunderdome. It's very windy today, and this tarp is getting a workout. So you can see what it looks like by comparison for working in here. Now, with that said, I'm not completely unprepared. I do have some light, so that's good. And I brought a second light that I'm gonna hang from up here, probably like a this guy's gonna help too, right? So between this and that extremely bright halogen light, I should have more than enough light to futz around and do what I want to do in here. So that's good. Excited by that. So yeah, let me just get myself sorted here, and we're gonna talk about some boat projects. So here's a legitimate question. Is this thing going to survive? Holy cow, look at the bend. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit. We might start sailing here in a minute. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on this. Well, okay, let's talk about it for a second. This was an experiment. The cost of this heavy-duty tarp, taxes, delivery, was like $260 Canadian. The cost of 1 year's worth of shrink wrap is $200, let's say. So it was a little bit more than a year's worth of shrink wrap. But my genius thought idea was that it was going to last me a couple of years. I have to tell you, it's been on now for a week and a bit, and I'm not so sure anymore. I am not so sure, but whatever. Look, the boat sat abandoned and uncovered for 4 years, so anything I do is an improvement. The only thing I gotta watch out for is I don't want the tarp to get blown loose and start hitting my boat neighbors. Now luckily I'm down here quite a bit, so I'll keep an eye on it throughout the winter, because I'm coming down here to do projects and whatnot. So anyway, it's an experiment, so we'll see. Okay friends, so I'm gonna try and film this. I don't know if this is gonna work or not because it's so dang loud in here. But I'm gonna start today's little project by dealing with this little guy here. So this is a winch. This is a secondary winch. My primary winch is there. This is a non-self-tailing secondary winch. It's a variant 25, and it doesn't work smoothly or at all. So I'm gonna disassemble this winch. I'll show you what that looks like, I guess. And I've got to do all the winches on this boat. Might as well start here. This one is the least happy. Oh jeez. So we'll take her apart, see what that looks like, and I'll show you what I go about that. Before I start taking it apart, just a few things that you're going to want to have with you just to help make this job a little easier. Lots of Blue Shop towels, so I'll set those up. I have a bucket here that I'm just going to put all the parts into when it comes time to clean. I've got this metal basin and some solvent. That should degrease it. And then in this trusty bucket here, this is grease that you use for the gears. And then for the pulls, since you don't want to use grease on the pulls, you use, ta-da, Paul oil. Now, does it have to be Harkin Paul oil? Probably not. Probably any oil will do. But nothing but the best for me and Boomerang, right? All right. So to start this little guy, there's a split ring here we've got to pry loose. So there we go, just like that. That ring comes off in my bucket. Now, amazingly, that's like the only thing holding this thing on, right? Supposedly. Better look at the instructions. So worryingly, according to the instructions, that's all I needed to do to lift this thing up, and it's not coming up. So now it's time for some force, I guess. I'm shaking the whole boat doing that, which is not scary at all. Okay, it's coming up a little bit. Whew. Boy, this was in bad shape. Ooh, don't lose that. Okay, so there's that. There you can see the pulls that were there. So come here. Doesn't look terrible. I can see the bearings right there. I'll have to see if I can pull that out. That in there. That in there. Now this thing. Oh yeah, God. This is just so crusty. Yep. Looks like hell. All right. Time to get this thing torn apart and cleaned up. Okay, I've got it apart and I've taken the cotter pin out of here. There's a cotter pin right here that is supposed to allow me to move this pin so that I can get at these gears. The instructions say to tap it down, which confuses me because it's on the deck. So I'm gonna just do my best to clean it up, and hopefully I'll put that cotter pin back in, and then hopefully I don't have to worry about that, because that seems like a problem I don't know how to solve. This may require a fresh cotter pin. I don't know if I'll be able to get this back in to there. Oh, maybe. Yeah, all right. So we'll try and clean it up. Brought my trusty toothbrush. So I'll go at this semi-liberally, and we'll try and clean it up. Okay. Throw some of this bad boy in there, see how we do. Okay. This stuff stinks, by the way. Probably should be wearing my mask. Methyl ethyl ketone. Tell me, is this killing me right now? Am I dying? Am I dying slowly? Sure smells like it. Oh, God. I do have a mask, I'm just too lazy to put it on right now. That already feels like 1,000 times better, I must say. You can see all the dirt shit that's come out of this. Pretty wild. Okay. Let's take a look at the inside of this. Paws actually don't move too badly. Put a little Paul oil on them. Alright, those are moving freely now, so let's get them dried up and see how we do. Okay, let's try this guy. Pretty good. Give this one more wipe down. Okay, that seems pretty good. That stinky shit over there. Now, let's get some grease going. Is this too much grease? Seems like a lot, but I don't know. More seems better than less. That's probably stupid and totally wrong. But nonetheless, my goal here is to do a quick and dirty tune-up. My gloves have not survived, but that's okay because I think I'm done the dirty part. So, it's a little different, eh? That's a little different. Put that back on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is hugely different. Huge. Totally new winch. Let's get a handle here for fun. Oh yeah. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I don't know how often I'm going to actually use that winch, but the fact that I can use it now is a win. Hooray for me. So while I get ready to tackle this one, I want to just talk to you guys about something else that I've done, which I'm excited about, which is that I've ordered a new mainsail for this boat. The mainsail that came with this boat, as you may have seen if you watched the video where I brought the boat home, the mainsail is quite dirty, which isn't the end of the world, but more importantly, it's full of holes. So I just didn't feel good about sailing with it because it's likely to blow apart on me. And that's no good. So, I've ordered a new mainsail, and holy shit. Ooh. In true YouTuber fashion, I've ordered it from Precision Sails. Not that I got a deal beyond what anyone else can get, because I'm not a major YouTuber, but the price just couldn't be beat. So what I've done is I've ordered myself a tri-radial mainsail with 2 reef points, two full battens, and 2 partial battens. So what the radial sail means is that instead of a traditional cross cut, which means triangular panels sewn together, the sail is made up of a number of panels, maybe 30 panels instead of 9. Holy shit. What those panels do, the smaller panels do, is it allows them to cut it in such a way that it makes it better foil. Better foil means better sail shape. Better sail shape means faster, less heeling, and hopefully it'll keep its shape a little longer. That's the hope anyway. So yeah, I've ordered that sail. I had to take 1,000,002 measurements because I wanted to be sure that what I was saying to them was right. That's the one drawback of precision is instead of the sailmaker coming to you and measuring everything to make sure it's right, it's all on you. So better make sure it's right, dum-dum. Just to give you an idea of the price difference, so the precision sail with the upgraded holy shit, man, I don't know if my jerry rig system's gonna last this year. Sorry, where was I? Right, so I upgraded over the basic and with the two reef points. That's an upgrade. The 2 full battens is an upgrade. The precision sails come with no full battens as their standard, whereas most of the other ones, they come with at least 1 full batten and then the rest are all partial, and then you have to upgrade from there. So anyways, with the upgrades, the cost with taxes and delivery, the shipping of the sail, was $4,500. Compare that to the North quote I received for a tri-radial before upgrades, before shipping, was $6,500 before tax. So yeah, that's quite a lot more money. So I cheaped out. What else is new? Well, not totally. I mean, the precision crosscut sail was about $700 less. But I figured it was worth the $700 if it meant that the sail would keep its shape longer and I'd be faster. Faster is what this is all about. What this boat's all about, anyway. So that sail should arrive sometime this winter. When it does, I'll pull it out and drag it out upstairs in the clubhouse and show you what it looks like. I've got my design consultation with them coming up at some point here. I don't know when, soon. And I'll touch base with you guys after that too, just to give you a sense of how that all went. I'm excited. I haven't ordered sails before, so this is new for me. We'll see how she goes.